We're live.
Oh,
Actually,
shit.
We've been live for like 20 minutes, actually.
Damn. I know that's false because I have your stream open.
No. Oh, shit. I didn't change the starting.
Ah.
Are
Are you gonna quick edit it?
Maybe.
Well, now you're all over the place.
We're very, very professional
Can't you just
here.
click the text and change it to text?
I'm gonna change it right now. Chill out, chill out, chill out.
Oh shit, I typed the wrong Twitch channel in my Discord.
Chill out. Chill out. There. Are you happy?
No.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna actually go live everywhere.
Okay.
Can you tell that we're eating cough drops?
I'm eating pistachios. I'll have cough drops soon though.
You mean like the cough drop and chop channel?
So like cough drop, TikTok, I don't fucking know. There's a thing.
I can hear the ASMR cough drop. I hate the sound of cough drops. Ted Dev.
The little teeth clickety.
Hi. Hey, hello, lick exalt. Lick exalt. I'm just gonna show her faces. Hi Kexit. Hi Ched Dev. Hi Drunk Time Lord. Hi Bill Dathis.
Oh, you put the
Oh, I fucked up.
You put the actual scene on.
Yeah.
We're live.
You're
I'm
live.
not cropped well.
I cropped you better. Is that better?
Scuffed.
Look, me and Anthony are both sick, so you can't even. No one can judge us. No one can judge us for anything ever about anything.
Yeah, I mean people can, but they're free to have their own opinions.
No one's free to have an opinion about me. I must control all opinions about me. Anthon died? Anthon, you look frozen.
Yeah, I'm frozen on your screen.
Well, you know, sometimes that just happens when I minimize. we should really use guest star.
Yeah, are you gonna try out a Twitch feature that seems kind of useless because Discord exists?
Yes. We could also try one of the many startups that also exist, which are useless because Discord exists. Yeah. Hi, Drunk Time Lord! Wow!
Yeah. Although, for some reason, Discord's browser thing, which I refuse to install their app, leaks memory like no other.
Why do you refuse to download the Discord app? Well, I mean, all of it is bad because it's all just like Chrome tabs, right?
Yeah, I mean the Electron. I think the Electron app suffers from the same thing, but I just don't run the Electron app, so I don't notice it there. But if I run it in a browser, it just slowly gets worse and worse and worse.
Oh, am I trying to share my screen with you too?
I mean, I have your stream open, so we can do it that way, but up to you.
Let's see. How much does this mess with things? Oh, it messes with things so bad.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
I don't know this is better.
The Discord app links a lot too, does it? It's 3 AM? What? Drunk Time Lord? No, just don't sleep. Just stay up all night.
I think I'll just watch it on your stream. Well, this is somehow worse.
Thank you for the gift sub. Have a good nap, you big heckin' nerd. Thanks for stopping by, even though it was very short-lived.
I'm also frozen again.
I know. That's because I have to stop sharing my screen. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
We should be set up. Yeah, we did it live. We did it live on stream. We made it work. Wow. Yeah, so isn't the Discord app literally just fucking Chrome tabs?
It's Electron, so it's, yeah, essentially. It's not exactly Chrome, it's Chromium V8, I don't know.
Because that's how Slack works, I know.
Yeah, that's why it...
Have you ever had Slack running for a while and then opened up your task runner and then see you have like literally 1,500 Chrome helper processes running?
Yeah.
It's like all Slack.
Yeah.
It's very silly.
I mean, it's like most Electron apps. They all kind of work the same way. They run big bucket of JavaScript and slowly get worse over time.
Hi, Sarbo. Okay, what are we doing today, Anthony? What are you gonna teach me? Wow,
We are going to be learning a bunch of commands and stuff is the plan for today. I don't have any particular outline or other stuff, but we are just going to jump into things and go from there.
Okay, I'm ready to jump. Yeah. I'm so excited. Wow.
Chad wants you to crop me.
Crop you? Oh my god. Well, let's try it. Chad, you're so annoying.
I'm going to see what I taught my brother at this point, and we'll go from there.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, did he private his repo?
It's getting worse.
That'd be sad. Where is your... Oh, there it is.
That's the best you're gonna get.
I like how my brother's most starred repo is his programming notes.
Is that because of you?
I'm frozen again.
Well, it's because Chad keeps wanting me to fuck with shit.
Hey, this is worse.
Well,
Okay,
it was fine the way it was before.
Yeah, fuck it. Just leave it. It's whatever. Scuffed. We'll live.
Okay.
Okay. So we got a little. Make sure you remembered things from last time.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So.
Well, let me open up my notes. What do you want to look at?
Well, let's start by closing the terminal that you have open. What's the easiest way to do that?
What? X?
Yeah. No, clicking without the mouse.
What? I don't know. Control Shift Q.
No.
Well, that worked.
Did it?
Yeah.
Shouldn't have.
What do you
Anyway,
mean?
Control D or typing the word exit is
Control Shift Q worked just fine for your information.
Okay, well, you could use Control Shift Q, but Control D is a little bit more
Control D's nuts.
Control D's nuts, yep.
Okay. Is that
and
like
how do you open the terminal without clicking on it? Is the other thing that's homework from last time.
Control Shift D.
No. Control Alt T.
Control Alt T? That
Yeah.
doesn't do. Oh, it works fine.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to put that in notes. Is that like a new?
So the first thing is just shells in general. You tend to Control D to send end of file or exit. Control Alt T is a GNOME terminal specific thing.
Is that a bash thing? No.
No. I would make a separate file
Called?
I don't know, just terminal. Terminal.md seems fine. Although I think you did some notes on terminal stuff in VM setup, maybe?
That doesn't sound right. Okay,
It doesn't sound right, but it might be true.
sorry, so Control plus D.
Control D sends end of file.
What? It closes terminal.
Yeah, but it sends end of file, which bash interprets as exit and then closes the terminal.
Or I could just type exit. Or just
or you can type exit, yes.
Exit. I have a dumb question.
But it also works.
Actually, it's not a dumb question. It's a wonderful question. Is there some special way to have Vim word wrap?
Yes. Do I know how to do it? No.
Okay.
But you could search Vim word wrap, and I'm sure there's a setting for it.
Yeah. I'll look that up later. Okay. Well, then we learn
The keyboard shortcut to open the terminal,
which was Control Alt T.
That one, I believe, is specific to GNOME. So I don't know how useful that one is to remember, but it's useful if you're in Ubuntu, at least.
I have a weird question. Why do Linux users love not using their mouse? Is that a good question?
It's so that you can use your hands for other stuff.
Ew.
I don't know.
Wait, that you have to use both hands to type.
Not that attitude.
Hi, my tissues. Are we both feeling better now? Yes, I am feeling significantly better. I still have a cough, which is why Anthony and I both have a ready supply of cough drops for this stream. We're both prepared to not blow up your headphones with our terrible coughs. I'm still coughing a lot in the morning and at night, and I've been getting headaches, but that's about it.
You know how to one-hand touch type?
I don't know how to type.
Damn.
Yeah.
It'd be unfortunate if I could read too.
No.
That song can't stop me because I can't read.
No, I don't type.
Eating
Okay, let me preface. You know this story,
pistachios,
Anthony.
Spicy pistachios. What? Sorry, go ahead.
I taught myself how to type when I was very, very young, so I taught myself how to type wrong.
Same.
Yeah. So when I was a kid, I was like, I want to talk to strangers on the internet at age 5 or 4. I don't know. I was very young when I started using the internet.
Hopping onto internet relay chat.
I was like addicted to IRC by the time I was 8. That should give you some idea of the timeline for my terrible childhood. And then I taught myself how to type, and I taught myself how to type wrong because no one taught me. So I still toggle caps locks instead of using shift.
Like a fucking psychopath.
Because that's like how a 4-year-old figures out how to capitalize letters. Or a 5-year-old. I was kind of a freak. I was a weirdo. What if you're into cinnamon? I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that. Hi, Gosu. Welcome back.
Another user space perhaps thing. I don't fucking know.
Twitch Guy 2 says you're very young now. Oh, thanks. Thanks. What a nice thing to say about an old lady.
Oh, darling.
Didn't get addicted to MIRC scripting, poser. I mean, I used to write macros and commands to slap people with various types of fish, like everyone else did in the late 90s.
You've been whacked with a trout.
Alright, Control-T opens a terminal. What else did we learn?
I think that's it for this little bit of things. The other cool thing about Control-D is any sort of interactive command thing will kind of work the same way. So I think Python is installed. If you run like Python 3 right now.
Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's installed. Yeah, if you type Control-D now, it'll exit out of there.
Wow.
So it's a nice little shortcut that works on.
And
a
we
bunch
can
of
make
different
so many
places.
Control-D's nuts jokes.
It's true. It's true. Okay. So we're gonna learn a bunch of stuff that you already know, just to make sure that you have it written down, and go from there. Does that sound all right? So it's gonna be a little explainy, and a lot of you should know pretty much all of this already. The first command that we're gonna learn a bunch of is the makedir command, which makes directories.
Okay, I have a question though. Should I
Yep.
store this in the bash notes or
I would make a file called makedir. Just
a whole file called makedir?
yeah.
You're crazy.
I mean, you're gonna have a lot of files. You may be able to reorganize them later, but
Yeah.
I would just start with file per command, and you can figure out how you want to organize them, and we'll be teaching you the commands to organize them as well.
By using makedir.
Yeah, actually, that's one of them. Yeah. So makedir creates directories. Pretty self-explanatory. It takes an argument. You can actually, I believe, pass it multiple arguments and have it make a bunch of directories at once. Let me validate that because, yes, that is true. So it can take a number of positional arguments. So why don't you make some directories just to show me you know that so far. There's really only one option to makedir that we're also going to learn. So let's try something that's going to fail. Let's do make dir a/b/c.
Oh yeah. Make dir a/b/c, like
Yep.
that.
Which you would think would make the A directory, the B directory, and the C directory, but instead it errors with no such file or directory. And this is because it technically would have to do 3 things instead of 1 thing, which is not super, you know, usually a command does a single thing. But fortunately, there is a flag to make dir which will let you do this, which is the -p or --parents argument, which will allow you to make nested directories all at the same time.
So you have to do must use -p.
Yep. And -p is the short op, and --parents is the long op.
What does opt stand for?
Option.
Opt? You're saying OPT?
Yes.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, like people will talk about short ops and long ops.
Okay, so let's try
you should
VM.
Markdown.
Your markdown. Oh my
Your
god.
Mom
The
was
beep.
down with my mark. No, I don't know.
The beep. Better?
Yeah.
Is this where Discord and like Slack got that like syntax? Is from
Yeah, so Discord is a pretty decent markdown engine. Slack's is fucking garbage, but they tried a little bit.
Oh. What matters is that they try though, right?
Not if they somehow made it worse than just typing plain text.
So if I do make dir /p a
Mm-hmm.
b c. Okay.
Yep. Now it will have made
A
and B and C. You can actually CD into A, B. Cool, huh?
How do I go up a bunch of levels?
You can do .. /..
Oh.
Some people alias a certain number of dot. Like if you do alias .. equals CD .. / .. then you can type ..
Like
Some people like that. I think it's
dot.
kind of.
Isn't
sneaky.
.. used for anything?
No.
Like
Single
this?
dot is.
This is how I make an alias?
No, it's. Here, I'll just type it in Twitch chat.
Alias .. Oh, equals.
I think that works. You can't have spaces around the equals because Bash is picky.
CD .. I've noticed that
You can't have spaces around the equals. You have to have a space after the CD.
I understand what you're saying. I'm understanding what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
In the fish shell, you must not use the equal sign. Yeah, it's because fish fucking sucks. Don't use fish.
Oh.
So now you can just type ..
Oh. I'd rather be alias CD ..
Yeah, but that's not how that works.
Okay, yeah, I understand. I understand what you're. I'm picking up once again what you were putting down. Okay.
But yeah, you can probably put alias into your bash notes. The equal sign in bash is stupid. I agree.
Why? Why is the equal sign in bash stupid?
Because bash requires you to not put spaces around assignments for whatever reason.
Just use shh.
Yeah.
Use sh for what? The keck
sh
says,
is like
I
shitty.
somewhat dislike how fish is not POSI compliant. But it doesn't suck. What do you mean? What's POSIX compliant? So
POSIX is a standard of Unix-like machines that defines how things should work. And there is a shell that's specified in POSIX called sh.
I'm sorry. That's just like the Frenchest thing you could say. a Frenchman coming in here trying to suggest proper grammar with an arbitrary set of rules created by some random group.
By a bunch of neckbeards. But SH is very limitedly specified. It doesn't have much features. Bash is kind of a extension to SH, and it has an SH compatible mode. But there are other shells that just say fuck compatibility and do whatever the hell they want. Fish is one of them, where it doesn't have subshells, it doesn't have any of the same syntax, it doesn't support basically anything that normal SH does.
Got it.
More ATI has a good suggestion. If you did want to do
I'm pretty
CD
sure it's pronounced Moriarty.
Oh, well.
I don't know. It's first time chatter. But I'm pronouncing it like Moriarty. Cause
they hang out in my chat a lot.
Oh, so really?
I've been going with more ATI, but I also don't know.
Wasn't Moriarty the guy who may or may not have finished the end of that?
I think you're thinking of Moriarty.
Yeah, Moriarty.
From Sherlock?
No. Oh, you're right. He was like the villain in Sherlock. Yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah, you're right. Wait, who was the guy?
It is from...
But then who was the guy from Amadeus? This is gonna bother me now. It's like the story of Mozart. There's like some rival composer.
No fucking idea.
Okay.
Ludwig.
It's not Ludwig.
Always.
Is it Pavarotti? No. Salieri. Never mind. I'm not saying that all Italian names sound the same. That's not super racist. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, too sottile.
So the only reason why I know about Moriarty is because of the Next Generation episodes.
From Star Trek?
Yeah, because Data gets really into Sherlock Holmes. And of course he creates like a Sherlock Holmes holodeck program, but then he creates a Moriarty that ends up being like super intelligent and becomes self-aware.
Oh no. And
then he like stores Moriarty in like a thumb drive that he carries around.
Have you not watched Cumbersnatch?
His name is not Cumbersnatch. This better not come up every single Anthony Teaches Code episode. You just have to say the words Cumbersnatch. Hello, Kello Marku. Welcome. Scalieri. Scarlotti. Okay. So, what else do you know about Makedir?
That's basically it. Makedir is very simple. It does essentially one thing. It makes directories. -p, you almost always want -p. Because it doesn't hurt to have it. Honestly, if I were to rewrite how Makedir works, I would make -p the default. But we can't have nice things. It's too late for that. Also, I believe POSIX has spec'd that -p is not the default. So, such is life.
POSIX is a set of standards that most people ignore.
That's not really true. I wouldn't put that in there. That's kind of false.
You're fine.
You can do wait. There's a way to delete the whole line. Wait.
No, I want to write something. I want to learn about POSIX.
Okay.
Instead of standards for what? How would you phrase this? You can say fuck compatibility and make it
talked about this in your other notes file, if I remember correctly.
We did not talk about POSIX.
Yeah?
Did Keksat bring it up back then too? Probably.
No. I think it's in your VM file.
You're in a VM file.
Oh no, I said it out loud, but you didn't write it down.
Oh. Today I learned Control-Z doesn't do anything.
You're in insert mode, so it's gonna write out the Control-Z literally. You can make it to stuff outside of insert mode.
How do I undo you? It's you, isn't it?
It's little u, but not in insert mode.
Oh.
So escape and then u.
Oh. How do I un-you?
Control E.
Control E? Wait, what? No.
Am I wrong? I don't remember what it is. Is it Control R? Redo them. It's not. I would have thought it's Control R.
Control R?
I would have expected it to be shift U given the normal way of like inverting something,
oh
but
my god. Teach me how to delete a whole line. Teach me.
Escape and then DD. Except you did something else after the D. You did D right D, which is not the same thing.
D right D?
Yeah, D.
Oh wait, no, I had caps lock on.
Stuff.
I had caps lock on.
So you should add that to your Vim doc.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I fucking hate insert. Oh my god. The beeps. The bops.
You can turn beeps off.
Okay.
I would just mute your VM. Also, you can dismiss the notifications in the top right. Just click on the little X's. Yeah, far. Way over. The VirtualBox ones.
Oh.
See how you have a panel over there?
Yeah.
Just click those little X's. Now you have your thing back. But you can also go to sound settings in the top right and just mute it.
Oh, I was just gonna...
Oh yeah, or you can just turn audio off entirely. Yeah, just uncheck that box. Oh, is it grayed out? No. Okay, yeah, there you go.
Okay. What did we learn? We learned that stuff happened. By the way, I'm gonna be really slow today because I feel like this is the first time I've really had to use my brain in 2 weeks. Did I mute you? Say something.
Hello.
Okay.
No, I'm here.
Phew.
I'm just moderating your chat.
What? How is Icy Black Deep being mean? You can also
Not
use
deal with any of this garbage when the entire point of the stream is to deal with this garbage.
Yeah, this is a garbage collecting stream. We're collecting all the garbage and putting it in one place so it's nice and neat. I don't know. Some people like using this stuff. Icy Black Deep.
Yeah, the problem I have with chat a lot is when people tell you to use a thing when you're clearly not using a thing and you didn't ask for their advice.
Okay. Ah.
You should put redo next to undo also, so that you've got that in your Vim notes as well.
Control R.
Yeah. But programmers would write it as $R.
Oh my god. You're a programmer.
And then I'm gonna show you how to move that line. Well, now you have Control $R. That's
what?
So they would just write $R. Caret meaning control.
Oh, like that? I hate that. I'm not gonna do that.
Well, fair, but you should recognize that. Also, you've spelled control wrong every single time.
Okay, how do I move this line up to next to undo?
Okay, so you're gonna escape.
Okay.
Then you're gonna DD. And then you're gonna put to the place where you want to put it, and then you're gonna Shift P.
Shift P? Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh.
You'll probably want to write that one down.
I'm writing it down already.
It's one of the few Vim things that I know how to do.
Okay, if people have caret for control, what's shift?
Shift is usually there's a Unicode up arrow thing.
Okay, I hate that too. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know how to type that one, so I always type Shift P. I write it like that. There's also command, which has the weird like forward loopy things if you're on a Mac. And then there's meta, which is usually alt, which will just be capital M plus. But I don't know. You rarely see that one written out.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so that's some Vim stuff. Let's go back to our terminal, and we're gonna learn rmdir, which is the opposite to makedir. But first, I'm gonna show you something else. But yeah, sure, make your file first. That's fine. So rmdir is very similar to makedir in that it can take a bunch of positional arguments to delete directories. That's all it does is deletes directories. So it's not really that useful. And we'll show why it's not that useful in a
I
sec.
mean, can't you just use RM in general?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why it's not useful.
Okay. Show me why.
We'll show you why it's not very useful. You already deleted A. Let's actually recreate May. Recreate A.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm gonna actually have you touch a file called D inside of ABC. Did we learn touch already?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so now I want you to use rmdir, or try and use rmdir on that directory structure.
That's why it's useless.
Yes.
Okay.
However, if you delete d.md, I'm actually going to show you another thing. So delete d.md just separately. So you can, use rm. You should not default to typing rf, by the way.
I like RF. Isn't it force?
You're going to delete your entire home directory one of these times. And
what does R stand
like,
for?
See, I told you so.
I know F is force.
R is recursive, which is why rmdir is useless and why rm is kind of useful. But yeah, okay, so now you're gonna write rmdir a/b/c and see what it does.
Huh.
So you see it did that, but you'll see that the A directory is still there, right? If you run ls again.
Did it just remove C?
It just removes C. You can make it delete all of them.
By doing /p-p?
It is actually -p.
Yay!
And the fun thing about this is the first time I taught my brother to program, I learned that while I was teaching him. So sometimes the teacher learns stuff while teaching.
Wow. That was cool. Okay, cool.
All right, go put that in your notes.
Ugh. You know, it would be so much easier if I didn't have to take notes in Vim.
It would be, but
oh my god.
We must teach you pain before you can have nice things.
How do I go to the end of the file? G? Capital G?
Yeah, you have to be outside of insert mode.
Oh my god.
It's lowercase.
Oh my god, okay. Oh my.
So do escape and then U and then G.
How do I remove this piece of information?
Do escape, then U, then G.
UG. Wait, what?
U will undo. So type U a bunch of times.
Oh.
There you go.
G's not taking me to the bottom.
Capital
Shift
G?
G. Oh.
I don't remember. I usually try both of them until it works.
Shift G doesn't take me to the end of the first line either.
So this file only has 2 lines, so unfortunately it's gonna do it like that.
Oh my god, so I have to go all the way here?
Didn't go up, no.
Dollar sign?
Escape and then you can do $.
Oh my god. To go to the end of a line, you have to... Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. It's fine. I mean, pressing down would work too. But you know, whatever. That's fine, I guess.
Sometimes it's useful to go to the end of the line.
I have to write that down too.
In your terminal, which we'll learn in a bit, it's Control E. But don't think about that yet. We'll show you that in a bit.
Okay, cool. rmdir a... Oh god, backticks. So the thing that sucks about backticks on this computer, I have a tiny keyboard.
So you have like a second layer where you have to type backticks?
Which is actually kind of painful. Makes me want to have a not baby keyboard. To delete a character, X to delete a character under cursor. Thanks, Pantrax. That's helpful. Press O on the second line and it will insert under line below.
Well, that's kind of nice.
Ooh. Okay, don't let me forget to write that down, Pantrax. Okay, rmdir ABC will only remove C.
You want to know a funny story about Pantrax?
What's Pantrax?
So they were one of my first viewers like ever, way back in like early 2019. They had a different account name, and they trolled the shit out of my channel. They were like the trolliest person that ever joined my stream, and they decided to completely rebrand and created a brand new Twitch account where they decided not to troll anymore.
Oh.
So this is their brand new not trolling account.
So we're like, we watch somebody grow.
Yep.
That's kind of sweet. I don't know. I don't really get trolling.
I understand it.
Is that like me like weirdly showing my privilege that I'm socially well adjusted?
I don't know. I think you are a drama frog. You do enjoy trolling. You're just
no. But I don't
exactly,
like being involved in it though. Like I'm a rubbernecker.
Oh yeah. Well, I've seen like your typed out Twitter drafts that you don't click send on.
Well, I don't click send on it because I'm not a monster.
But you'll click like and retweet on Jordan's.
Okay. That's drama frog. I don't know. Honestly, like but I don't like if I sat around and trolled people all day, the only kind of attention I would get would be negative attention. And is that pleasant for some people to get negative attention? I mean, I got my share of.
You're asking that question?
I mean, I get my share of negative. I got like my lifetime fill of negative attention growing up in an Asian household. Like I'm done with negative attention for the rest of my life. I'm done. Like, like if I wanted to feel bad, to get a bunch of attention about how like fat or not smart or not successful I am, I would just go visit my parents. It'd be really easy. I could just get that whenever I want.
I mean, some people like to be demeaned.
Oh. I figured it out. So it's a kink thing. So you're saying all trolls are just into kink? They just want to be demeaned. Yep. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or they're
for free
viral advertising agencies and they're just trying to get impressions.
I mean, I'm sure some subset of them are just Russian bots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Andre,
okay, you gotta finish the line you're typing.
No, I don't want to. Okay. That's all right.
Well, you should talk about what you should use instead of render.
Use RM instead.
Yep. Well, dash RM is a little weird.
Your dash. Was it really means. Dash?
Yeah. And you should put it in back
I
too.
know. I was already doing it. Oh my god.
Listen, I sound way more picky about this because you gotta remember I have 3 seconds in the past.
That's true. Oh.
So it's not my fault I sound like a prick. Like you're making me sound way worse. We're already
I wanted
explaining.
to not I wanted to not forget the thing. It was O and something else replaces.
Yeah, O creates a new line under the current line, and then X deletes the character under the cursor.
O creates new line under the current line. And then what did the X do?
Deletes the character under the current character.
X deletes the... Dude, are there people who really think in this natively? Like,
you mean like this is their brain? This is their Vim brain? Yeah.
Oh my god. I mean, do you think in it natively, basically?
Not Vim. I think in Nano keyboard shortcuts.
Oh my god.
Or Babby keyboard shortcuts.
Does Babby have this insanity thing? What is okay, hold on.
No,
Escape
Babby has many fewer keyboard shortcuts.
Dollar.
It's a lot easier to use.
Jesus. Escape dollar I. That was terrible.
Oh, did we
Hi,
write down
Andre.
dollar sign?
Wait, is Andre who I think it is? Do I work
Andre
with
Costa?
you, Andre?
They come by my stream. I don't know.
Is that my Andre who I work with?
I don't think so. Wouldn't they
Nope.
have a wrench?
A lot of
Did you write down dollar sign, by the way? Because there's also carrot.
I'm not writing carrot.
Why are you not writing carrot?
You mean carrot for control?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's a stupid convention. I refuse to use it. Dollar sign goes to the end of the line. Okay. And then
What do you think carrot does?
goes to the beginning of a line.
Yep. And you'll actually see these characters used in regular expressions.
I was about to say that.
Future lesson.
I was about to say that. I was like in regular expressions. Yeah. Oh my. Okay. Shift O adds a new line above the cursor. Hi, J-Hack. Welcome. J-Hack, are we? Hi. Thank you for resubscribing for 10 whole ass months. Wow, that's so many months. Welcome back to stream. It's lovely to see you. J-Hack, are we no longer work cousins? Did you leave Amazon? Are you gone? Are we no longer work cousins? I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while.
Work cousins? That sounds incestual.
What? The word cousin isn't incestual. In your broken ass brain only is the word cousin incestual. I said nothing sexual. What is wrong with you? Oh my god. I have to cough too. In the South it is. See? You're not from the South.
True.
I left Amazon in May. Where are you working now, J-Hecht? I mean, don't dox yourself, but... No, marrying your... Isn't it totally legal to marry your cousins?
Depending on the state.
Is it illegal in some places?
Yeah.
What?
First
Why?
cousins.
It just seems like...
Why is it illegal? Because you share like an eighth of your blood.
So? I figure like most... I mean, I guess it depends. I mean,
it depends if you want 12 toes, yeah.
No, it's more like depends on like if you're willing to like genetically select your children, basically. Right? We have the technology now.
Genetically select for congenital
Problems.
mutations.
Yeah. Right. I mean, if you're really committed to marrying your cousin.
True.
And it's true, marrying does not equal having kids. That's true too.
Sure, but there's always a happy accident, and if you're in the South, good luck undoing that happy accident.
I work at a place called Full Story. Ooh. Inbreeding is a problem if you're marrying cousins. Well, I mean, I think that's like, I don't know. I think people should be able to do whatever the fuck they want. If you
like fuck dogs?
No, like between consenting adults.
Okay, so you draw the line at fucking dogs. Okay.
No, I draw the line at consenting adults.
What if they're brother and sister?
Fuck it. What?
You heard it here first, chat.
I don't
Mel
think
says
it's
Wincest is
no. I just don't think we should be in the business of like telling other people how to live their lives for a lot of stuff. I didn't think. Is this a really controversial opinion to have? Like, I would never do it. I just don't think you should be like kind of shitty about it to other people. Like, if they're happy, if they want to marry their brother, it's fine. Fuck it. Like, I'm probably not gonna be your friend or hang out with you because I think you're fucking weird. But I'm not gonna like deny you the right to be happy.
Okay.
This. Sometimes I think I'm like so liberal that I'm libertarian.
You've wrapped all the way around.
I've wrapped all the way around.
I've become so left that I'm ultra conservative.
I just believe in like, I don't know, like civil autonomy in a lot of things. Like I don't think we should be deciding who gets to marry whom.
And small government. And...
No. It's just... I just think
man, if they're 16 as long as they're consenting. I mean... 18.
Well, the point is we all got to decide on the age and pick that age, and that's the age. And we've picked...
Well, what if they love each other?
We've decided 18 is the number. Anyway, the point is I personally think that I would not go out of my way to stop two consenting adult brothers and sisters from marrying each other. They can do whatever the fuck they want. I don't care. That's the end of that story. Also, marriage is like a made-up construct that means nothing. It's, you know what I mean? Like, marriage in itself is just
a tax incentive.
Yeah, it's like literally just a financial decision. So if like
although actually it's worse usually.
If a brother and sister want to financially tie themselves together forever, who gives a shit? You know?
There's no shit that you'll love them forever.
There's like no law that like brothers and sisters. Wait, is there a law that brothers and sisters can't have sex?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
I'm about to Google incest laws. This is going to be in a private window.
Anthony's like, I don't want this on my Google.
Legality of incest in the United States. There's a Wikipedia article. Oh my god, it's by state.
It's by state? I mean, who in the world would like prosecute someone for having sex with their brother though? Like,
penetration is illegal in almost all of the states.
What? I've never heard of anyone going to prison for having sex with their brother or sister. Okay, first of all, we didn't click on the wrong stream. This is an adult topic stream. I mean, this isn't that weird of a topic. If porn has taught me one thing, it's that everyone thinks about it at some point.
There are a few states where it's not illegal.
Don't write notes.
What the fuck is carnal intercourse?
As opposed to what?
I don't know, but that's how North Carolina defines their incest
carnal
law.
Intercourse is probably outside of marriage. If it's
archaic or legal euphemism for sexual intercourse. In modern statutes, the term sexual penetration is widely used, though with various definitions.
As opposed to the other definition of intercourse?
Some of them, incest is conditionally legal based on age.
I mean, I just don't know why they're...
younger is allowed and older is not.
Oh no, it's like they were experimenting law.
Yeah.
I feel like that's fucked up.
Holy fuck, in some states it's like a $100,000 fine.
Oh, it's a fine?
Oregon, it's 20 years or $375,000.
If I'm gonna support anything, it's definitely a fine. Let's just make it really expensive. So that you really have to think about whether or not it's worth it. Like,
you're a billionaire? Go ahead, fuck your sister. Go for it.
I mean, like, I don't...
More tax dollars for Uncle Sam. You could fuck him too, because, you know,
it's more like it's just a disincentive, you know? So that, like, you have to, like, really think about whether or not it's worth it.
Well, it's like how, you know, parking tickets...
Yeah.
Are just the cost of parking for rich people.
Is it like per pop though? Like
yeah?
Really?
They're per thrust even.
Okay. This is
per
not
per mile of pipe laid.
Stop.
You pay by the yard?
Oh my god. It'd be like weirdly advantageous to be very small. Can't find better rates. Oh.
Damn, my brother has a huge dick. I guess we gotta pay more.
Ched says it's not illegal if there's no penetration. Ched, stop taking notes. No one's allowed to take notes. Everyone stop. Okay. About Bash and Vim.
Yeah, what were we talking about? Did we finish off?
Yeah, we finished the Vim notes. We finished baked her and armed her.
Okay, cool.
So what's next? Just RM?
Yeah, I might as well do RM, since you already kind of know it.
You know, I know a shocking number of these things, by the way.
Yeah, no, that's completely fine. We're just mostly making sure that you write them all down such that you have references to look at them later.
Oh yeah, no, totally. I was wondering when the sex jokes were gonna come out. That wasn't a sex joke. That was a serious discussion about the state of incest laws in America. Peanut Gamer says, just to change topic, have you tried code words or code in game? No, I haven't tried either of those.
They're basically elite code with chat. They're kind of fun,
We
but
code
not
with
exactly what we're
chat.
trying to learn here.
So does chat also solve the same problem?
Yep, and you can play like fastest or shortest code, or you can do it in a particular language or anything like that.
So after
like,
I learned Python, I really want to learn brain fuck.
You do not want to learn brain fuck. I don't think you can actually learn brain fuck.
Are you sure?
It's not a real language. It's a tape manipulation.
I'm secretly holding plushie, Masha.
Oh, should I hold a plushie?
There's always a plushie in my lap. You just can't always see it. Sometimes it's pushed under the desk, if you know what I mean.
Have you seen my new extremely derpy plushie?
I did. This is... It kind of looks like a character from the old, like, Goofy series.
I don't know why it's so Uncanny Valley. Like, the eyes. I think it's the eyes.
Yeah, it is the eyes. It's
they're
not...
Like,
they're not
real
cute.
weird.
They're not
but
cute
the fucked thing is, this is, like, a well-known plushie manufacturer.
The Squishable?
Like Squishables? Yeah.
Yeah, Squishables is, like, hit or miss.
I went to their shop in San Diego.
I went to their shop in Las Vegas. That's where I got my death avocado. Oh.
Yeah.
Were you there?
But anyway.
You weren't there. But you saw the death avocado.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the day before I showed up and then got disappointed.
I'm still kind of emo. I haven't been able to listen to any emo music since that day.
Oh, I still listen to the same shit over and over.
It gets me too emo. Can you make your own custom plushie? What do you want it to be, Chad?
Good.
Marcia says, squishable.
Right?
That's true. That is a handmade custom plushie that I ordered for Anthony's birthday 2 years ago?
Yeah, two and change.
Wait, have we really been friends that long?
Yeah, almost 2.5 years.
Oh
actually,
my god.
Probably two and a half.
You could auction one off for charity. Speaking of charity, donate to charity. I didn't.
Yeah, look at the fundraiser right above me here.
I didn't run my.
Click at a button.
I didn't run my bot at all.
Oh.
I'm a monster.
Wow. We could also port your bot to Linux. Probably just works, to be honest. Hard pass?
Hard pass.
It probably just works.
Hard pass. Okay. What are we running funds for? Right now we're raising money for RAD. We type in, I think Bang RAD does it. Yeah. You guys became friends during the pandemic? We did actually. We met through Twitch.
Friends, yeah.
We met through Twitch. He started watching me and then
That is not how it went.
I started watching you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so weird because I like don't watch any other Python besides you then.
Yeah.
I must have been amused by you or something.
Oh, perhaps, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we started. He started
slipping in the DMs.
Oh my god, that's not at all what happened. It was more like, hey, you live in the Bay Area. I live in the Bay Area. We should be friends. And then we became friends.
Yep.
I miss streams of you and Anthony. I know.
Well, here you go.
Yeah, this is for you, bitches. Okay, RM. Remove command.
Okay, so there are not too many things that are super useful here. Basically, R and F are kind of the only flags you really care about. There is RM-I, which is kind of nice, but I never use it. But you should write down what -R stands for and what -F stands for.
Yeah, I don't know what they stand for. I just always use it. One's recursive.
Yep.
What does recursive mean in this case?
It means that it descends into all of the arguments and deletes everything below it. So it recursively goes down the directory tree, deletes everything from the leaf node up, and then everything is gone.
Okay, and then F is force.
Yep. There is -- no preserve root, yeah.
What was the last command?
Force?
Or the last opt?
-I. Which we'll go out to a terminal so that we can play around with it and show what it does, and then you can write down what it does after we observe it.
I'm assuming the long for these are like -- recursive -- force -- something.
Yes, yes. So this is another thing where POSIX sucks. POSIX only mandates the short options, so -R and -F. BSD famously only implements the short options, which is why I always complain about working on a Mac, because the long options do not work there. The long options are a GNU extension, which is why we're talking about GNU core utils today and not BSD core utils.
What the fuck am I doing wrong here? Oh,
You got a leading slash, so it's... The leading slash tries to create it at the root of the directory.
Yeah, I understand.
Yes, PPP.
Okay. Okay, what am I doing with RMI?
So just do rm-IA to delete the top level directory. What are long options? The ones with 2 dashes on them. Oh, sorry. Do rm-r-ia. The other cool thing about, and you already kind of know this because rm-rf is actually -r-f. So you can actually do rm-ria.
Descend into directory A?
So it's asking you a question. You can say yes or no. So it'll probably say yes.
Oh my god, I see. So just like info? So just like
I is an interactive mode.
Interactive, so like makes you confirm each directory that it deletes in the recursiveness of it all?
Yep.
Cool.
I literally never use it, but some people like it. Some people alias rm to rm-I. I don't know why. I would never do it.
Oh my god.
There's also apparently rm-I, which only prompts you if you delete more than 3 things. I don't know why 3 was chosen, but it seems like kind of a shitty arbitrary boundary. Apparently Marcia uses -I. I like PowerShell's what if when deleting stuff. Oh, is that like a dry run sort of thing? -I is the default on Red Hat and Fedora. I think I remember that because I remember being frustrated with Red Hat and trying to figure out how to turn it off, but it was before I understood what aliases were.
Oh my god. Okay.
I don't think -I implies recursive. I think you still need to do -R.
Yeah, I got. Yeah. That's.
Oh, did you write down the stuff about aliases in Bash?
I did not.
We should do that. Should I only ask once rather than for every file? Perhaps. I don't know. I would check it. But yeah, the flag isn't actually -IR.
I know.
That's...
Sorry. Sorry. That was really rude. I know. Why do I know. I appreciate you. I'm so sorry. But yes, I know. Do you want me to write that note down?
I mean, I wouldn't. If you're talking about an interactive mode, I wouldn't put the R there.
I know. The only reason why I added it is because you were like, capitalized still needs to cursive.
Yeah. I would maybe talk about like, it's not useful unless you also use -R. But I wouldn't put it into the left-hand part.
Okay, fine. Oh my god, you were so micro-managing my notes.
Well, I just want to be useful when you look at them again.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. You demand perfection.
Well, I don't want you to write things that are factually incorrect and be like, Anthony, why did you let her write something factually incorrect?
Oh, by the way, I asked for an extension on the recommendation letter for you. And I had like an hour-long conversation with my sister to figure out how the fuck to write academic recommendation letters, because apparently it's a whole different ballgame and we need to like talk.
Really? Well, that's fucking annoying.
Yeah. But yeah. We should figure that out this week. Okay, cool. And then we want to add some stuff about...
Oh, Aqua Funkalistic Booty Wrap does have a good point, which is that it is useful if you're going to use wildcards. Mumi also said the same thing. Because it could expand to a bunch of things. And even not just with wildcards, if you're deleting a bunch of... if you're deleting more than one thing at a time. But I think if you're going to manually type out the arguments, you kind of know what you're deleting. It's really only if you use wildcards that it makes a lot of sense.
Chat is so smart. Okay, the alias stuff would be under bash, right?
Yep.
Oh my god. Of course I remember how to do this.
Cat is just reading the man pages. I mean...
It's like alias...
Alias, name equals, and then quoted command.
Quote, cd ...
Yeah, that'll do.
Back to
People often make aliases for all sorts of things. I personally don't make a lot of aliases because it makes it really easy to confuse the hell out of chat. I do have a few aliases for typos though.
Got it.
Okay, cool.
RM's done.
RM is done and RM Dur is done.
Let's do move.
Right, let's do a really easy one.
Let's do MB.
PWD, let's do that one.
PWD, MD. Okay.
I don't believe it has any options. Oh, it does. I don't know that they're that useful.
I actually don't know this one. Can I guess?
Sure.
Never mind.
What?
I don't know.
No, you gotta say it.
My brain just went with pound with D, but I don't know.
Yeah.
No. Password.
Pretty weird dick. That's what it stands for. 100%.
Pretty white dits.
No.
Let me try it one more time.
Born with dudes.
Is it password?
Nope.
Is it parent working directory?
Close.
Is it present working directory?
Yeah, there you go.
Let's go! Okay.
Yep, that's it.
That's it?
Literally all it does.
Okay.
There are two options, but they're not useful.
So if I just guess If I just guess the name, what the name means, I figure out what it is. Cool, cool.
Yeah,
if Unix was logical, PWD would be called PD to match CD.
There is a nice shortcut to PWD because usually you don't have to use the command because there is an environment variable called $, capital P, capital W, capital D.
Sorry,
PWD.
Do you want me to rate
yeah,
that?
just do echo $PWD just so you can see.
I already did that. Wait, am I crazy? What?
Capital PWD.
Sorry, what the F does echo do?
Oh, I guess we should learn echo. Huh, didn't think about that one, did I?
Got it.
Pinak, the point of the stream is that she's writing
echo is
her
a bash
own cheat
thing,
sheet.
right?
So, yes and no. Echo is a built-in in bash, but it is also an executable.
Oh, okay. It can have its own thing.
Yeah, it should have its own thing.
Okay. Okay.
So echo prints out any arguments that are passed to it. I believe there is only one useful option. Oh no, there's two useful options.
Prints out any arguments that are passed to it. So like if you write nothing, then there's like default arguments that get passed to it.
So if you write an echo by its, well, try it, see what it does.
I know, I just have to leave this, which makes me sad.
Oh no, you can leave it open here. I'm gonna teach you another thing too. If you do Control-Shift-T.
I know, you've already taught me this. Yeah.
Now you have tabs and you can switch between the two. You can Alt in the number to switch the number, switch between the two.
Oh my god. My life is better now. Oh my god.
Okay, so echo with no arguments just prints a new line. Doesn't do anything else. I think it was in the other tab. You're gonna have two separate sets of history.
I know. I'm aware of the things that happen now. Wait.
No.
No,
Don't do that.
Shh. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Def didn't click on the X and got the big scary red button.
Everything's fine. Oh, if I don't put the line endings, it doesn't care?
If you what?
If I don't put the file name endings, it doesn't care?
You opened a different file. You opened an empty brand new file.
No, it's not there.
You have echo.md.
I typed in vim echo.
Yeah, it opened an empty brand new file. It didn't save it.
Because I force quit?
Yeah, you saved. You exited without saving.
Okay, got it. I got scared.
No, we haven't gotten to piping yet. We gotta learn echo before we can learn piping.
Okay. Everyone just calm down with life. Okay, so what are the useful ops?
Okay, so the first one is -e, which I don't know what it stands for, but it turns on interpretation of sequences. Oh god, what have you done?
It's okay.
It
happens because, like I said, I have a tiny keyboard. And if I'm off by one button, by one key, it fucks things up. Sorry, you don't know what it stands for, but...
it enables escape sequences. Maybe it stands for escape sequences? I don't know. So like if you do \T, it'll put a tab character. If you put \N, it'll make a new line. Also, another fun thing about echo is on BSD you don't have -e, so it'll just literally print -e, which is because BSD fucking sucks.
Oh my god, I hate this keyboard. This keyboard's so great for gaming and so bad for everything else. Okay,
So let's go to the terminal and do an example with echo -e, just so you can see how it works.
Go to terminal and do what?
Oh, I guess I have to teach you about quoting too. Damn it. Do echo single quote \T single quote.
Okay, echo E.
And you'll probably want to put something before and after the escape tab just so you can see how it renders. So I would do like a/t or butts/t butts.
Did you know I was gonna type butts before I wrote it?
Yeah. Because I just now see that you've typed butts. You typed a.
I know I did.
So it tried to run a command because backticks in.
Okay, I got it.
Backticks in Bash will try and run a subshell.
A subshell?
Yeah. I don't recommend using backticks in Bash because it's really hard to nest them, but that's a whole different topic for later.
I want it to be a topic for now.
Okay, so this is gonna be really confusing, but you can run multiple commands on a single command at the same time and substitute their outputs into the other command. So for instance, if you do echo hi, I'll just type it in a chat. If you do this, for instance, and those are backticks, they're not single quotes.
I see. So
what happened there is it ran echo butts, that printed butts, and then butts got substituted as an argument into the other command.
Understood. Yep.
I don't recommend the backticks because it's really easy to fuck them up, and you can't nest them nicely. So I usually use the $sign form of subshells, which looks like this.
So it looks more like a function.
Yeah, and typically if you want to be safe about stuff, you will wrap that in squishy quotes, which are double quotes, but we'll get to squishy and hard quotes later, even though we've kind of shown them already.
Yeah. Would you put...
Actually, do you want to learn squishy and hard quotes right now? It's pretty simple.
Okay, wait, real quick. Would you put all of this into...
This would be Bash?
Stuff. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, these are all Bash things.
Oh my god. Insert. Oh my god. Echo. Oh, that's has its own file.
I would talk about sub. Let's do quotes before we talk about the subshell stuff, because quotes makes it a little bit easier to talk about subshells.
Is that how
and you can't? I don't know how you can.
Too late. I think that's it, right?
I think it's backtick, escape, backtick, backtick.
Backtip, back.
Oh, I guess if you're trying to write two backticks, yeah, maybe that's fine. Oh, I don't know.
Huh.
I just typed CD into the browser. I'm brain dead. We also have to learn more things about CD as well. At some point. Yeah, that doesn't seem to work, at least in GitHub's renderer. I actually don't know how to show a fixed width backtick.
You're a backtick.
Yeah, I am. Oh, that's how you can do it.
How?
It's real stupid.
I'm ready for the stupid.
3 backticks, then 2 backticks, then 3 backticks.
Yeah, that's how you would do it in Discord. So I'm actually not surprised.
Yeah, it's a multi-line inline backtick. cdgoogle.com, yeah. Yep.
Okay, let's learn about quotes.
That's also in Bash. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you. I'm gonna give you 2 commands to run, and I'll let you observe the differences, and then you can tell me what's different about the 2 quote types. So we learned earlier that PWD is a variable, so I want you to run both of these things and look at the difference there.
Okay. Okay, so single quotes is literal, double quotes will actually treat it like its own subshell.
Yeah, so double quotes will do expansions, where single quotes will treat all the characters literally.
I got it. Understood. Oh my god. $? Okay.
Or you probably little O. I would do just little O.
Oh my god, kill me.
You've got caps lock.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. Okay.
Damn. Dark. Can't use a Vim command. I guess I better kill myself.
What is happening? Okay, I think I know what needs to happen. I think I have to go here. I have to press $. I have to leave insert, press $, and then press O.
I think you can just press O.
No, I couldn't. I think. I don't know. Who knows? Oh, maybe that's why. Okay. Am I the only one who gets like really histrionic when they cannot do basic things? Like think in Vim.
Is that a word that's...
Oh, I guess it's kind of a canceled word, yeah. Histrionic, yeah, that's probably canceled. It means like having... Okay, you know, false.
Isn't it like a word about insanity that's derived from the thought that people having uteruses go insane?
Okay, yes. Yes, I agree that that's fucked up. But also, I think it's kind of weird that people think that recognizing that hormones play a part in your mood is somehow like sexist. Because it's not.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Like people, like I don't think it's like super sexist to be like, hey, I am feeling really emotional right now because I am on my period.
Yeah,
like
I think it's fine.
Like a totally normal thing to be. And it's like
I was just ready for you to like libertarian be like, we should uncancel the word hysterics.
I think society is pretty good at regulating itself when it comes to like what terms they think are acceptable or not. And if
I don't know, there's a lot that people like don't realize are racially charged and continue to use.
Yeah, and the whole point is that eventually enough, if it's egregious enough, then, or if it's like something that we think should be corrected as a society, enough people will correct enough people that, you know, it gets removed.
Yeah, well, and like I learn of new ones all the time. And even my dad, who I think is like a really accepting person and like really forward thinking, like he recently learned that gypped is a slur.
I think it's really hard for Americans to know that because there isn't a large gypsy community in America, so it's like something that wouldn't even cross our minds.
Yeah, well, and a lot of people forget that World War II was not just about Jews, but also about gypsies.
It was about a lot of...
True.
a lot of
the two primary groups, though.
Yeah, but yeah, yes. I don't know why I'm laughing while saying that. That's fucked up.
Yeah,
but...
yeah. Or like, grandfathered is a...
I mean, I think Nazis were pretty binary about what they liked and didn't like. It was, you're either Aryan or you are not, right?
Yeah. Although Hitler didn't fit all of the stereotypical traits either, so.
That's kind of strangely how it usually goes.
Yeah.
I don't really know why that is how it usually goes, but it is.
Yeah. What's your opinion on pickles? Python pickles or pickles? Morati, I asked the same question.
What do
you think about pickles, Melly Bean?
Like pickles, Wait, what?
Pickles.
Like the food?
Like the food, yeah.
Like specifically pickled cucumbers or all pickled
Specifically
foods?
Pickled cucumbers, but you can talk about other pickled things as well.
I think pickled cucumbers are like very mid compared to all the other pickled vegetables that exist.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really like pickled onions, for example. I think it's very delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I like them on sandwiches. I like pickled radish a lot. I like pickled daikon a ton.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like pickles. I eat them. Why?
I think most pickled things fucking suck, but pickled plum is amazing.
Pickled plum is pretty good. In general, I kind of like the way that Japanese food, like the brines that Japanese food uses for pickling. The like kind of sweet but light mirin vinegary taste. Yeah, it's pretty good.
The like soy sauce vinegar combination.
It's pretty good.
That shit's delicious. I could just drink that.
I love vinegar in general. If you are from the Philippines and you don't like vinegar, you just starve. You just die. Like, there's no food for you. Or you get diabetes because then everything else that isn't pickled is very sweet. Or vinegary is very sweet.
Okay.
Python has a way to save objects to disk called pickle. It's dangerous to use, so should be avoided. Okay.
Correct. Also the bane of my existence. I have struggled with it at every single job I've had. Actually, yep, nope. Every single job has had some shitty thing where I had to unfuck pickle.
Sorry.
Ongoing at Century.
How did we define the double quotes?
So single quotes are single quotes are usually called hard quotes, and double quotes are usually called soft quotes. And expansion happens inside double quotes. I typed the word hard.
It's just like you can.
We're gonna use our softy quotes now. Little half chub quotes.
It's where like soft quotes can expand, but hard quotes can't because it's already.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, were the people who named these things just horny all the time, and this is what we get from it?
A lot of people that made Unix and Linux were perverts. Fuck, Git is called Git. Like what?
Well, what's dirty about Git?
I mean, it's just kind of a mean thing to call someone.
Git?
Yeah.
Like get her done?
like you're brain dead Git.
I thought Git was a name for a horse or something, like a horse term.
I mean,
you lazy Git is like a horse thing. Am I crazy? Are we gonna find out this is also a racial epithet? Is this?
It wouldn't surprise me coming from Linus.
Git meaning. Git etymology.
Illegitimate child.
Or brat. Yikes. It means bastard. What?
Yeah, so we all use the bastard version control system.
I'm pretty sure that's not why Linus Torvalds called it Git, right?
No, that's 100% why.
Old Git is an insult in UK English, sometimes used in a self-deprecating way. Yeah, so it kind of means bastard.
The name Git was given by Linus Torvalds when he wrote the very first version. He described the tool as the stupid content tracker, and the name as, depending on your mood, random 3-letter combination that's pronounceable and not actually used by any common Unix command.
Git is not a GitHub command? Oh, someone else said that. The only Git I know is a GitHub command. Oh, okay. Anyway, I didn't know that he had named it after a bastard. That's kind of intense. Wouldn't it be kind of funny if we all used something called bastard?
Can you imagine? Yeah, I'm gonna bastard install and then bastard run. Bastard commit. I'm gonna bastard force push.
No. Stop.
Bastard revert. Dash abort.
No, stop. Is bastard force push when you like refuse to get rid of it? What? Anyway, shall we? Okay, we're done with quotes.
Kind of.
No.
So we're gonna do a hard question and we're gonna figure out the answer together. How do you echo something that has both a single quote and a double quote in it?
Oh, easy. Wait, what do you want to echo though?
Let's just do hi, then a single quote, then a double quote, then hello, with no spaces.
Single quote. Like that?
Yeah. But we also want a double quote to be printed too. And I want the double quote to be next to the single quote. And no spaces.
Double quote to be next to the single quote?
Mm-hmm.
Like that?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is a very hard question, and I would wager that most people don't know how to do this.
No, I know how to do it. I just fucked up. Get me out of here.
Control C.
Okay.
This is actually why Control C is the most worn out key on my keyboard. I actually don't know if there's a way to do it with backslashes. Okay, so fine, fair. So let's say that we're gonna do without backslashes.
Wow, backslashes? Are you sure?
Yeah, I wanted to teach you something. Doing it with backslashes is not gonna teach you the thing I wanted to teach you.
I think I know how to do this.
You're actually pretty close. No, it sounds stupid. You're pretty close. If you put a double quote before your H and after your O, it'll work. Press up. That way you don't have to type the whole damn thing again.
Okay, before my H and after my O. So never double quote here.
Quote. Yep. No, right before the H. There you go.
Oh my god, that's the dumbest. I would prefer to use backslashes.
So what's actually happening here is you're making 3 strings and you're jamming them together. So you have one string that's this.
Yeah.
Single quote, double quote, single quote.
We're creating literal string, like a bunch of literal strings together. I understand.
Yeah. Yeah, and so that's generally how you nest quotes. Backslashes will work if there's only one level. But if you have to go more levels, you end up super fucked. Let me show you my favorite example, which is from my aliases. Of where this can go horribly wrong very quickly.
Sorry.
You don't have to apologize. What are you apologizing for?
Okay.
So click on the link I put in chat.
This is not going to open up in my VM.
That's fine. You can copy and paste that line into your terminal and then...
I pressed this. Never opened this. Okay. Alias cry. Oh. How do I copy and paste?
Control Shift V and your terminal will paste. This is actually something you should put in your notes in the terminal thing. You can also do Control Shift C to copy inside the terminal. So yeah, now if you type cry and press enter, just type cry. It's a command now. And you can also do cry space dash dash softly.
Wait.
You can also do cry dash dash hard.
Oh. It's the same.
Yeah. That's why it's an alias. If it wasn't in a subshell, it would print dash dash hard. It would print dash dash softly. So I wanted a command that always just prints the sad crying face. So that's why it's weirdly wrapped like that.
I sure.
Like if you copy the WTF alias that I have there, this one doesn't work like that, so it shows the other problem. And so if you just type WTF, and if you type like WTF cows or something, yeah.
I see.
So that's why it's done in a weird way.
I see.
Funny thing about this alias, I was working remotely between my junior and senior year of college at Yelp, and I was working with a coworker named Buck, who actually now works with me now at Sentry. And we were on a remote TMUX session, both typing in the same terminal. And something weird happened, and Buck instinctively just typed WTF. And I had this alias set up that printed back WTF indeed. And he laughed so hard he had to hang up the call and call me back 10 minutes later.
Oh.
And he still thinks about that to this day.
So cute
he messaged me the other day. He's like,
meet each other and have nerdy moments.
Yeah. This
That's
is also the same
funny.
coworker that he left his computer unlocked. So I put a little piece of code inside his shell startup that he version controls. So I committed it to a commit from like 2 years prior. And what the thing did is it added 1 millisecond of delay anytime you ran a command in the terminal. So his terminal would continually get slower and slower and slower until he restarted it. And it took him like 3 months to realize that we had done this.
So mean.
And now anytime any piece of computer he has is slow, he'll like message me and Chris and be like, what the fuck did you do to my computer?
It's like that one time we were doing like a 12-hour stream, and then when I think you were in the bathroom or something, chat made me re-alias your Babby to Vim.
Yeah. But then I noticed immediately.
You noticed immediately.
Yeah. Actually, you aliased it to like CD or something.
Please teach that to us. I want to mess with my friend.
We can actually probably learn that sometime this stream.
Wow.
We'll
Stay
learn the
tuned.
mechanism.
Sorry. You're like forcing people to stay tuned.
Oh yes, but you were gonna write copy and paste in here. And you might also want to add new tab in here as well. And going from tab to tab, since you're also in the same place and we didn't write those things down before.
Sorry, what was it? Control Alt?
Control Shift C and Control Shift V. So it's just Control C, Control V, but with a shift. Truly evil alias would substitute them with a probably 1%. That was another fun thing that there's this employee at Yelp. I want to say his name was Evan. But Evan was like a hardcore Emacs user, like to the point where his Emacs processes would always take like over 1 gig of RAM. And one of the sysadmins on his box changed Emacs so that if Evan was the one that opened it, it would just echo back no. Because they were sick of running out of memory from Emacs shenanigans. What about shift insert? Oh, you know what? That probably works too, doesn't it?
I'm used to shift insert actually. Yeah,
I
it
don't have
works.
an insert key. I don't even have an insert key. I have to do shift function toggle insert, and then it doesn't actually do it.
I'm used to shift insert because of git bash. Okay.
Oh, it does work. Okay, never mind. I just have to type a terrible set of keyboard presses to make it work.
One day Vim will be second nature to me. One day.
Yeah, or you'll use Babby and then change your mind.
What? I don't know, dude. Is that important to you that I use Babby one day?
No.
But it's your Babby.
I'm just saying, like, it's one of those things where people try it for like small files and they're like, this is intuitive and I like it, and I don't know why I did other things before. I'm not saying it's good. It's just like a very simple thing that kind of works.
I mean, prior to doing this with you, the only time I ever used Vim ever was literally to mess with like my Git credentials or my, you know, like my bash profile or whatever.
Yeah. Yep. Cool. What do we want to do next? Let's change your PS1. Let's change the thing that shows up on every command and make it a little bit easier for chat to read when you're typing stuff.
You mean the thing here, the Anthony teaches code stuff?
Yeah, yeah. So we're basically going to make it so there's a new line before the $sign, just so it's on another line by itself.
Okay.
So this is set up in your bash RC.
Okay.
Speaking of editing your bash RC. So let's open up that file. It will live inside your home directory. Did we talk about the shortcut to home directory? Oh, you already know it, Tilda.
Yeah.
You don't have to CD to do there, though. You can edit it from wherever you want. Generally, I recommend not CDing unless you are working on something for more than one command. So if you're just going to edit one file, I would just pass that file in directly.
Okay. It's like underscore bash something, right?
It's dot bash. I don't know. Type dot and then bash and then tab and figure out what it does.
Bash RC?
Yeah, let's try bash RC. Should be the default one from Debian. Do / PS1. I have not taught Xargs yet. We'll get to Xargs at some point.
Not found.
Oh, there's not one in here.
Not found.
Oh, capital PS1.
Okay.
Oh, there it is actually. Okay.
Do I just add a new line here?
I think you add a \n before the $$sign. Let me double check mine.
Yeah.
So I don't actually know, and I said it once in 2018 and have not thought about it since then.
\n should be new.
And I think you have to add it to both of them. Yeah, a little \n before that. Little n.
I did.
Yep.
Let's see.
You technically don't need to add it to the second PS1, but it probably is a good idea there. Okay, so here's a controversial opinion. So we haven't actually changed that file. You can rerun the bash RC, but I recommend just making a new tab and closing the old tab, just because it'll put you in a good state. Yeah, there you go.
I see.
But let's show how you would do it in the old tab. So go back to the Well, I was too slow.
I don't know. Was there? You could just tell me. Do I have to type in like reset or something, or?
You would type // dot bash RC.
Okay. I'm not gonna do it.
Dot is an alias for source.
Okay,
we'll actually learn dot and source later, so it's not important to know right now. But we'll learn that later, and you will use that a lot, but you don't need to know it right now.
How do I put
that would be
myself...
how you would resource your bash RC. I don't recommend it because usually bash RCs aren't idempotent. Idempotent meaning that if you run it again, sometimes the side effects will cause you to be in a different state than if you had just run it once.
I like that word, idempotent.
Yeah, it's a good word. Programmers fucking love that word. They love idempotent. They love ephemeral. They love...
Ephemeral is a big one.
Proprietary.
Proprietary is good.
Fuck, what are the other ones that they say a lot?
I don't know.
Well, you're a product manager. You probably say them too.
I mean, product managers love saying things like holistic.
Holistic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe we should table this discussion. Can we take this one offline?
Immutable, error prone. These are all good. I have a list of words that I like.
Yeah.
Let me see if
I do remember some of them.
I like words that are pronounced differently depending on the type of part of speech it's a part of.
Yeah.
I don't know. Words I like demonstrably.
Like read?
No. Efficacy? Applicable? Those kind of words. Comparable? Oh man, comparable is one of my favorite words in the entire world.
Comparable?
Comparable it just sounds like you can't say it without sounding smart. Indicative.
Indicative.
Also a word that makes everyone sound really smart. Oh, plenipotentiary. Plenipotentiary. Also a big smart girl world. Did
it ever feel weird when someone's name is Dickinson?
Like Dickinson? What is wrong with you? What is actually wrong with you? Are you okay? How did you bring it back to incest out of nowhere?
I mean, you said indicative.
We had parted from incest.
You had said
more
indicative.
than an hour ago. I also really like how it's indicative is different from indicative.
Is the latter even a word?
Or initiate versus initiate? Because those are actually different words. To initiate versus they're an initiate. Or like minute and minute. Those are really good.
Well, then why isn't read and read a good one? That one's the simplest one.
Read and read? Yeah. But it's like, but saying it doesn't make you sound smart.
Sure.
Indicative makes me sound smart.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Indubitably.
You know, I don't think
Inexorably.
I don't think I have a really big vocabulary, but then I don't know why I said vocabulary, but then
My vocabulary.
We were just talking about mispronouncing words. But then I talk to people who say that I have an extremely annoyingly large vocabulary, which is really
maybe
shocking.
They're just dumb.
At work, we have Phil's coffee called Major Dickinson. I literally only drink Major Dickinson at home. I've been buying Major Dickinson for like probably 5 years now. Okay, cool. Things you can say while programming and in sexual intercourse.
I mean, there's a lot.
There's a lot of words. Are you a Dickinsoned to it? Oh my god.
That's a stretch.
Okay, cool. So we made this more readable.
Well, we have only really scratched the surface on
core utils
stuff for today. Yeah, we haven't even gotten to like anything that useful.
Okay, let's get to useful stuff then.
Okay, since we just did tilde, let's get the alias stuff out of the let's get the path expansion stuff out of the way.
Okay.
So let's make a file called path.md. This isn't really core util stuff, but it's useful for everything else that we're going to talk about. So tilde is a shortcut for the home directory.
I don't have to think about this. Okay. You have to understand, they're all one key on mine. Everything I typed right then was all one key.
My keyboard's disgusting.
It was just like, it was function and then shift and then all. It was just very confusing. They're all the same key on my keyboard. So it's like really hard to think about it.
Yeah. Maybe you should get a normal keyboard.
I should get a normal keyboard for programming. This is my gaming keyboard. I just don't like to... It's so little. I love how little it is.
Yeah.
It's Mel-sized. See? It's the set. Oh my god. Please don't. Please don't. Chat, I just need to tell you about something. One of my biggest pet peeves, and I don't know why this is a big pet peeve for me, is when people fake wear glasses or fake put on freckles. And that just like, it bothers the shit out of me. Because as someone who is nearsighted with freckles, these are not positive things to have.
My disabilities are not a fashion statement to you.
Yes. It's like I would do anything to just have perfect vision, except for, you know, do the crazy eye surgery that is not permanent. The only reason why I don't do that crazy eye surgery is because my eyesight changes every few years. Like I have.
Well, you just get it again.
I'm not gonna do it multiple times, dude.
Why?
Because it's like a painful, expensive thing, right?
It's not painful.
Yeah, there's no way it's not painful to recover from LASIK. You can't see for 2 days.
You just have an eye patch over it.
Oh, you just do one eye at a time?
Yeah.
Oh.
In fact, actually, most LASIK, they really just do one eye.
That makes
so then you're
much
nearsighted in
sense.
one eye and you're farsighted in the other, and then you just normalize it out.
Really?
Yeah, like my mom only got one eye done.
That's insane. I didn't know it
You
had
make
come
enough
so
money
far.
that you should just do it.
You know, maybe
It'll be life changing.
maybe my entire opinion on LASIK is like 10 years old.
Yeah, it's also
15 years
gotten way
old.
better.
Yeah. For real.
Like it used to be like a week-long fucking thing, but now I think it's like a 15-minute procedure. They're just done.
Interesting.
And a machine just like automatically does it.
Yeah, but you know, like freckles are kind of scary thing to have. Like my body is telling me you need to wear more sunscreen because you're gonna get cancer. I have a lot of freckles, and you can't really tell that I have a lot of freckles because my camera like totally white balances it out. But I'm actually pretty freckly. And I can't see when I don't wear glasses or contacts, which sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next path thing. Tilde foo is a shortcut to foo's home directory. Where foo is a user.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, not being able to type tilde is kind of a pain in the ass. That one's kind of important. Well, backticks and tilde are kind of important.
Yeah, I'm aware of that now. Okay.
Specifically, it's their home directory, not just their directory.
Oh, I just want to be able to click on things.
You can enable mouse mode in Vim.
What? Nani? How?
I don't remember how to do it.
Stop. That is the best news I've ever heard. Mouse
I think
mode
it's.
in Vim.
I think it's set mouse. You shouldn't, but I think you can.
Why shouldn't I? Explain to me why I shouldn't. Okay?
Because then you would just use the mouse all the time.
So?
And then we're not actually learning Vim.
How is... Okay. This is the part of Vim culture I don't understand. I don't get it. They're like, oh, here's a much easier way of doing this thing, but you shouldn't do it.
It's not easier though.
Is it because is this from back in the day when like mice weren't normal? When like
No, well, see what's gonna happen is you're gonna move your hand back and forth from your keyboard into your mouse, and you're gonna waste a bunch of time and then mistype keys when you bring your hand back.
I have a 70 WPM. I'm clearly not in it to win it. Okay.
I mean, 70's way above average. 70's almost double the average.
I just it's okay. Sorry. What's the next thing you were gonna tell me?
These you definitely already know. Dot is the current directory and dot dot is the parent directory. Oh, Moomy, did you just learn about tilde foo?
Oh my god, get out of here. Oh my god, get out of here. Oh my god.
See, even Moomy, a seasoned developer, is learning something in our little programming teaching.
70 WPM? 70 is really bad.
No, 70 is like double the average. Yeah, 40 is average. We researched it a few streams ago.
But this is me typing out like English.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 40 is English average.
Cool.
That's all you need to know about paths.
By research it, do you mean there was a type racer?
No, we like there's some study that some fucking university did or some shit. I don't remember.
I wonder if it scales pretty intensely with age though.
Probably. Also, it probably increases with time. I assume people get better and better at typing given how
well, there's like some generational cut, right? Where like everyone over the age of 50 probably kind of sucks.
I actually think Zoomers are worse at touch typing.
That's what I mean.
Because they tap on phones more than they tap on keyboards.
Oh yeah. But also they didn't really grow up playing video game or typing on computers very often.
Yeah.
Like I remember like my mom like was weird for knowing how to use a computer. Like people would be like really surprised.
Well, my mom learned on a physical typewriter because that was part of what she had to do for her farm tech stuff. Which means now that she like physically breaks keyboards because she presses the keys too hard.
Oh my god, that's adorable.
Yeah.
She should just get like the. Trying to
The
think of
real
what.
fucking heavy switches.
Yeah, the
Clears.
like the clear switches. Yeah.
Even clears would not be enough for her.
Mm-hmm,
I use clears. I love clears.
mm-hmm.
Let's see. Is there something heavier than clears? Heaviest actuation force. Here we go. Greens? Huh. I've never heard of greens.
They're making new ones all the time.
This back? Are you gonna bring this back, Melly Bean?
I want to look at how heavy the clears are.
Wait, why does it say that clears are only 45 grams? But it says that browns are 55. That's the opposite of what I remember.
Look at that.
This must be garbage.
Look at that.
I thought clears were heavy browns. Am I wrong? Clears are heavier, switches are car more rigid. Okay, yeah, the other art class on is just garbage.
Oh yeah.
Why is it lagging?
Oh yeah. Okay. Go on.
Fuck, what else were we going to do? Let me make sure that we've got like all the easy shit out of my brother's stuff before we do that. We did Control Shift V, yeah. We did we'll learn that at some point. We did Alt number to switch tabs, we did paths. Okay, we're gonna learn.
Yep, hand tracks.
Let's do
directory. That's the directory.
We're gonna learn a bunch of redirections next. So this is a bash thing, so we'll probably talk about this in a bash, in your bash file. These are hard to talk about, so I'm gonna type a bunch of stuff into chat and we'll learn what they do. And I guess, yeah, since we know echo, we didn't finish echo. Actually, sorry, let's go back to echo. We have one other command line flag to learn in echo. I know this is like 4 stack frames back, but we'll get there. So we did -E. The only other flag that's sort of useful in echo is -N. Which just go to a terminal and type echo something -N, and it should be pretty straightforward what it does. You have to so echo is one of those weird commands where you have to put the options at the beginning. You might also want to put that in your notes as well. You put an M.
New line.
So it doesn't print the new line at the end,
yeah.
Is what it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, did you write that tilde is the root directory? Go back to your paths notes. Might have just been talking and reading. Typed the wrong thing. It's fine. Should say home directory instead of root directory. Good call, Pantrix. And you'll also want to write a note in your echo docs that the command line flags have to come at the beginning. What are you laughing about?
I feel like the little the boop from failing at Vim. It's really embarrassing because it's like I'm failing publicly. You know?
What thing are you failing about?
I mean, just like not knowing how to use Vim.
I think you're doing great at Vim. I
Really?
think you're actually faster at Vim than I am.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad that you think so. It means somebody thinks so.
I also think you're faster at Vim than I am because I have learned a different thing that I am very fast at, and I have to turn off that part of my brain to use Vim. Whereas you're turning yourself on to something new.
Yeah, I often turn myself on.
Yeah, I think we all do. In our own way.
Okay. Continue.
Did I talk about why I could never do a subathon.
Why? Oh,
Because
because
what
you
would I
ran
do
out
for
of
the sleep
buttons?
portion?
What would you do for the sleep portion?
Yeah.
What do you mean? You would just sleep on cam? Oh, you sleep naked. I understand what's happening. You would just sleep with
Well, it's
clothes
not just
on.
that I sleep naked, but also... Wait, did you ever catch me sleepwalking?
You sleepwalk?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You definitely caught me
Wait.
sleep talking. That's for
Hold
sure.
on, you sleepwalk naked?
Baby.
Yeah. I mean, I would put clothes on
What?
if I were doing it, but there's almost zero chance that I would keep them on while
Wait.
I'm unconscious.
Stop. What happens when you sleepwalk? I'm actually always kind of curious about this because I've only experienced this once.
Yeah.
Huh.
I do all sorts of stuff.
Maybe I
Yeah,
didn't
like
experience
sometimes
this
I'll
once.
just like, most of the time I don't realize it happens until the morning and just things aren't in the right spot. Or I'm like in a dream and I do something in a dream, but I'm actually doing it in real life.
Is it
Like
eating?
like a couple weeks ago, I folded and put away my laundry.
Oh my god, did you do a good job?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's just most of the stuff is t-shirts and shorts, so it's not that hard.
So my family claims that I used to sleepwalk when I was a kid, but I haven't ever, like, obviously I have no evidence for this myself because I'm not conscious during it. But my mom said one time I like got up and then went into like their bedroom and then to the master bathroom and then brushed my teeth with my mom's toothbrush without any toothpaste and then left. Which, like, obviously I have no way of verifying whether or not that's true.
Yeah.
But that's what she claims. And then I remember one time I woke up outside when I was a kid.
Yeah,
but then,
I've woken up outside a few times.
But then, like, as an adult, I'm always like, you know, I wonder if there's, like, weird stuff that I block out from my childhood. Like, I don't really remember, you know?
Yeah. I haven't woken up outside in a very long time.
Like, there's a bunch of weird, bizarre, unexplainable memories that are like, okay, something is, like, there's a puzzle piece here that my brain has purposely forgotten. and I think I want to keep it that way. Whatever got purposely forgotten by childhood, like, trauma brain, it should just stay forgotten.
Yeah.
You know? Anyway.
But surely there were a few times that we sleep talked, that I sleep talked and you had a conversation with me.
Yeah, your sleep talk is I vaguely remember that.
Like, I would say absurd shit and you would laugh at me and I would be confused. And then you'd wake up. Well, I would wake up and you would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I don't know what I did.
Oh, well, you know me. I have a bad memory. I don't remember any of it.
I have the one that
Does it affect your sleep quality at all?
I don't fucking know. I get shitty sleep, so whatever. Although I have learned if I sleep an even number of hours of sleep that I do better than an odd number of hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather sleep 4 than 7 for whatever reason. I think the one that I remember the most from sleep talking was this was because an ex-girlfriend filmed it.
Oh my god.
Was me repeatedly saying, I'm a bird, 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 I'm a bird. But I was just, you know, no fucking clue what was going on.
Well, I mean, it stands to reason that at the time you thought you were a bird.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know what to tell you.
Pretty much the same as, yeah, I do say a lot of nonsense while I'm awake, so it's sort of fair. What about talking in your sleep? That's literally what we're talking about. Okay, cool. Shit. Do you have a file for LS?
No.
Oh, let's do that then. So you certainly know -A. and -L probably. My notes only have A, L, H, and D, although you seem to like -Thor, but I don't know what Thor does. I think we talked about not knowing what Thor does.
Sorry, you want me LS, -A, and what was the other one you wanted?
A, L, H, and D are the ones that I know and use.
I don't know what L actually does.
We will try it and figure out the answer together.
I mean, I know, but
I don't know either. I just know that I type it all the time. Let's see if there's anything else useful in
looks
here.
like it makes it. It's just like a lot. It adds this stuff.
I think it adds like directory information or inode something information. It adds information. Long listing format. That's all that the help page says for it.
And then the arrow was D?
Yep. Oh, there's a -R to LS? Really? Oh, it has kind of ugly output. Probably why I don't use it.
Oh, fuck. What does D do?
Okay, D only shows the literal things that are on the command, so it's very useful if you do, let's run this command. And then try without the star. Also, you're gonna need to shrink your terminal slightly because your penetrator is covering the command you're running.
I'm gonna shrink the penetrator.
You need to have so run it again without the D instead of without the star. The star is important.
The star is a wildcard.
Yeah.
So
D only shows the things that are literally on the command line, whereas without D, it's going to show their contents. I think it stands for like directories or something. I use it in scripting all the time, even though you're not supposed to use LS in scripting, but it's helpful for that. Yeah, D is list directories themselves, not their contents. There's like 50 other options to LS, but I think those are the three that I think are important.
Someone said there was another thing that was important. R? Reverse?
You use THOR. That's the one that you like to type?
I don't know
which
why.
Means you have
reverse
to learn
order.
What... Oh, wait, ALDH, yeah.
Timestamp reverse order. Yeah. I mean, I don't actually like to do it. I usually do LS-AL.
Yeah. But yeah, H is another useful one, which is it produces human readable sizes for files.
Okay, what else?
Yeah, everyone has their own own opinions on things to do here, which is fun. LTR
Actually,
is the heavily logged file.
Let's do some stuff.
Yeah?
Let's move make dir MD. Oh, let's talk about move.
Yes.
Yeah, let's talk about move.
Move and copy. And at some point, symlink. Is makedir actually part of core utils? I don't think it is. What package provides makedir? Oh, it is part of core utils. It's just in bin, not in user bin. Okay. Yeah, so MV is for moving stuff. It is technically a rename, which is complicated to explain why it's different than a just move. But if you have two file system mounts, you can't move across them. You can create then delete, which is subtly different than a move, but it doesn't matter. You can just treat it as move. I don't know why I'm being pedantic about that. Are there options that matter here?
Why would you think that that is pedantic? The bell is legit. I thought I muted the bell, which is weird.
Maybe you have to restart the VM, so I would just just mute there instead.
I kind of like the bell because the bell is like, I don't know, it's like a Pavlovian. You know?
Bad Mel.
yeah, exactly.
You like to be demeaned by your terminal?
No, but it's like it stops me from typing in a bunch of extraneous dumb stuff, right?
I think it's annoying because if you type tab, it's gonna bell character even though it's doing something useful and helpful. But I don't know, whatever. Some people like visual bell.
Okay, so the arguments is it's like
the source and then the destination.
So it's move
A, B.
Source destination.
And interestingly, if destination is a directory, it will put it inside of the directory. And there are options to turn that off.
I like that.
I don't know the option to turn it off.
Honestly,
I don't use any of the arguments to move, so I don't think they're worth learning, but
What?
there are a few of them.
So if I want to like move this what's a core util? Echo? For sure.
Mictor is a core util.
Okay.
And armdir is also a core util.
Like that.
Yep. Yeah, so that put Mictor into core utils. If you turned off the directory option, you would have to do move mictor.md core utils / mictor.md, which is kind of a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Yes, as Movie points out, you can move many things at once. So you can do move source destination. So if you wanted to move both rmdir and pwd into core utils, wait, let me make sure it's technically a core util. Yeah, it is technically a core util.
What else can I move? Echo? Move?
Is RM is, move is, what other files do you have?
Echo?
LS is, Echo. Echo is kind of a
terminal.
Echo is a core utils, but the one that you run in your terminal is actually Bash's built-in Echo, which is overriding the system executable. So I would move it because they act the same, at least on a GNU system, but they are technically different. But yeah, let's just move those 4 into core utils for now. Or 5, or however many, I forget what it was. Yep. So you probably want to add that to your MV docs as well. PWD is also a core util, so you can move that one too.
Bless you. Let's see how it's looking in here.
Don't need to CD.
I want to look at it.
You could have just done ls-al core utils. No, you don't have to CD.
You're right.
Yeah, this is like a...
I'm thinking of it like it's an explorer. I know.
Yeah. One thing, and this is like kind of something that you'll grow accustomed to more over time. Like I see a lot of beginners that will run CD more often than they need to. I usually, and you know, this is personal preference. People can do it however they want. I usually always hang out in the root of my project directory and don't ever change around from there. And it tends to work better. This does mean that I type out longer paths sometimes, but it also makes my environment a little bit easier to deal with. But it's something you'll either decide on or get used to or change around with experience.
Okay, cool.
One other thing that we didn't talk about before, but is in my brother's notes, is about case sensitivity and file systems. I think I would put this in your VM setup since that's kind of where you talk about different operating systems. This isn't entirely on topic. My brother's notes are kind of all over the place, but it just reminded me. Most Linux systems are case sensitive, which means that a capital file and a lower file will be different files. Windows is famously case insensitive, even though NTFS is technically case sensitive.
Is Windows really case insensitive?
Yep. And this is at the Windows API layer, because the actual file system on disk is case sensitive. Or at least the most popular one.
Interesting.
NTFS. Mac OS, I don't know the answer anymore. I think Mac OS is also insensitive, although I think APFS was supposed to change that, and then they backed it out. It's technically not dependent on the operating system itself, it's their file system, so it's... Yeah. Yeah, it looks like the default is case insensitive on macOS, which is fun.
Can Linux not handle spaces still?
It can.
It can.
But you have to quote stuff. That's where the quoting comes from.
Got it. I was always told, like, back in the day to never put spaces in file names because it's shitty for Linux users.
It's mostly just because it's annoying.
Yeah, because you can't just, like, tab complete.
Yeah. Actually, that's probably a good little exercise to do. Let's make a directory that has a space in it.
Okay.
Okay, now let's delete that directory. I also tend to default to hard quotes rather than soft quotes, just because it's less likely to do stuff based on weird characters.
Yeah.
Ah, your mom's a directory. Removing your mom seems rather risky. Yeah.
Is it RMR? Is that the problem? Yeah.
Yeah, -r is required for recursing into directories. Or you could use rmdir. Okay, cool, you passed that test. Now make a directory that starts with a dash. I could be real... No.
This doesn't let you.
So... We've learned a little thing. There's a hint in your paths file, which is one way to solve this.
There's a hint in my paths file?
Yeah,
wait,
so if
why
you open
don't...
up your paths file...
First of all, why would you ever name a dog starting with a dash? It's terrible.
You wouldn't, but it's useful to know how to recover out of this case, because occasionally you're going to accidentally do this.
Oh. Yeah, okay. I think I can do
So
it.
it's
I know,
mad
don't
because
tell me, don't tell me! Okay.
Okay, so first you want to make a directory that starts with a dash, and then you want to delete it.
I know.
And then I'll show you another way to do it.
Wait, what? Wait, what? I don't think it will let me. Will it?
No, try something first.
Okay. Okay, let me try something else. Are you ready?
Yep. What the fuck are you doing now? You're actually not that far off from the right thing. But what the fuck did that just do? Yeah, now you've got a real mess to clean up.
Stop. No, I can remove that. It's easy. That
you
one.
have a file called dash, and you have you have a directory called dash, and you have another directory called /dash butts.
I see that. I'm seeing these things. Okay.
That's at least easy to get rid of.
Okay. Hold on.
The
That's
other one,
gone.
you're gonna have a fun time.
Okay, stop. RM. Is that a file? That's a file. RM.
No, it's a directory.
Yeah. Dash. RM.
What am I watching? Hey, you might want to commit before you do this.
Dash.
Just because
RM.
also your camera turned off.
R. Really?
Yeah.
How long has that been happening for?
1 second.
Why?
I don't know. Mine occasionally will turn off at like 6 or 12 hours sometimes. Sometimes you just turn it off, turn it back on again. Although, does yours run on battery or do you have a pass-through battery?
A pass-through battery.
Huh.
Please hold.
Yeah, if you flick it off and back on, it should work. No, Moomy, we haven't gotten there yet. We gotta teach her with the knowledge she already knows first before we introduce another topic.
Yes, that worked. That's never happened to me before. Okay.
I swear, this is the first time this has ever happened.
It is. I've never seen my camera just turn off. Turn itself
God,
off.
it's not gone off
reason.
this quickly before. Okay, so given the knowledge
If I
that you
had
already
$1 for every time, sorry. Given that the knowledge I already know, how would I do this? Well, it would probably be literal, first of all.
No, so it doesn't have to do with coding at all.
Doesn't
Coding is literally just going to
escaping?
change how things are going to be shown, or be inputted onto the terminal. It doesn't change the actual output of the commands.
How
the
do
hint
I?
is in your path file.
What's my password? Is it? Do you do dot slash?
Maybe try it.
Okay.
Might work.
It's
Hey,
gone.
cool.
Okay.
So now let's make one that's not just a single dash, because a single dash actually doesn't have the problem. Single dash, you could have just done rmdir single dash. So if you name something like dash foo,
Like that. Oh my god.
yeah.
How did I do this before?
So use the same knowledge that you just did to delete it, but
Oh.
dash
yeah,
dash
yeah.
is special. You didn't actually do the trick to make the dash.
How
It's
did I
because-
create a dash file before?
Because dash isn't an argument. You would have to have dash and then a character after
Oh,
Yeah,
I see,
yeah.
I see. I'm understanding. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
it. Yep.
Like that?
Yep.
Okay.
And now you can do rmdir on the same thing. In fact, if you do up, and then you can just change the mk to an rm. Where you can find that command too, that works also. But yeah, like I was saying before, I usually default to single quotes instead of double quotes.
Hint, how would you delete a file if it wasn't in your current directory? I know, Moriarty. I got there slowly.
Okay, so now we're going to learn some new knowledge
Very slow.
and the other way to fix this, which is a special argument that is dash dash. And a lot of programs will treat anything after a dash dash literally, rather than having to do special interpolation on them. So if you did makedir dash 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 foo, that'll work kind of the same as dot slash dash foo. And then you can also do rmdir dash 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 foo as the opposite of that.
Cool.
Oh, actually, that reminds me of another thing in our makedir document, which is that we get to use the fancy idempotent word. So I want you to run this command twice.
Okay.
And you see how it complained that it existed the second time?
Mm-hmm.
So we learned a flag earlier that's dash dash parents. Dash dash parents has a second nice, cool feature, which is that it won't be an error if it already exists. So if you do makedir dash pfoo, it'll just succeed. Even though it already
Does it
exists.
just overwrite it, or?
Nope, it's idempotent. Idempotent being that if you perform the same action again and it is already completed, it won't redo it. It'll just succeed silently.
I don't see how that's useful.
what if you had two processes that were running and they both needed to write to a directory? Which one would create the directory?
Whichever one does it first.
Whichever one does it first, right? But then what if the second one also thought it needed to create the directory and they were running at the same time?
Then
This
would
one
get
would
an
error, right?
Yeah.
But if they both do an idempotent operation, it doesn't matter who wins the race. They can both do the same thing.
Okay. I see.
So this property is very convenient in programming because it means that you can perform safe operations without having to worry about who got there first.
Got it. Okay. Where would you write all this fun stuff down in paths?
So I would add the -p, the note about -p in makedir, yeah. You might want like a common file in core utils to talk about like --. You might also want to talk about like // in paths. So you probably want 3 places where we're gonna add stuff here.
Is how you spell idempotent?
Yeah, it's phonetic. Can you see what --? Does? Yeah, it in a lot of commands, not all of them, it makes it so the command doesn't interpret the things after it and treats them literally.
Sorry, you want me to make a new file called common?
Yep. Inside core utils, because it's stuff that applies to all core utils commands.
Okay, fine. I'm just like thinking how I think of things.
Or you could call it like index.md or readme.md or something like that. Or you can name it whatever the fuck you want, because it's your docs. You can do what you want.
No, common's good.
I love whenever you're typing and you just like immediately are like, oh fuck, I gotta pause and think about where the goddamn backtick button is.
It's not that bad. It's just okay. So on my keyboard, like the shiny escape button, that is actually like 5 commands or 5 different characters. Depending if I hit Alt, Function, Shift. Yeah, no, 3. It's 3 different characters depending on Alt, Function, and Shift.
Contort your hands to the right.
Yeah, so it's a little.
You gotta Emacs hand it.
It's a little upsetting. Yeah. Oh yes, race condition and TOC, TOU are also programmer favorites with a U, the British spelling. That's true. Race condition is pretty
time
fun.
Of check to time of use.
Oh, okay. Well, we were talking about a race condition, kind of. We'll force the literal.
-- will treat arguments after it literally. And you might want to talk about why that's useful and give the example of like deleting and creating a file that starts with a dash. I would put the / thing in your paths thing, maybe.
Put it in your mom. What? Who said that?
What did you say? You're gonna put it in your mom?
What? Who said that?
Is -- a GNU behavior or is it also BSD and or POSIX? I don't know the answer to that. My guess is that it is GNU specific, but I also don't know. I also install a GNU user space on any Mac that I'm forced to use, so I also don't remember the answer either.
So if I hit DD on a different file and then close it, can I insert it into a new file, or is that not?
No, but you can open multiple files in Vim, and then you can share the Vim buffer between the two.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. That's advanced Vim shit.
I see. I mean, it's faster to just retype it out.
Yeah. Or, see, what I would do here is something that I already told you not to do, which is to use the mouse to highlight it, and then Control-Shift-C, and then close it, and then open another one, Control-Shift-V.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Alas.
Did I leave insert mode? That's weird.
Hmm.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Redo. Control R. Whew. Doing it right, guys. We're doing it. Okay.
Did you type D right?
Yeah, I did. Whew.
That's just
Vim.
POSIX. Nice.
Vim.
All right, we're gonna learn another extremely simple core util command.
Okay,
which
I
is
only
cat.
have 9 minutes left though, by the way.
Okay, well, we'll learn cat, and then we'll save redirection for next time then.
Okay.
Oh my god, there are a lot of options to cat, and I don't think I use any of them.
Cat is one of those things that I've used a bunch, but don't really remember what it means.
Generally, you should never use cat. But what cat does is it prints the contents of a file. Technically, it's meant to be used to concatenate things together. That's where the cat comes from. So you can pass a whole bunch of arguments to it, and it will print all of them.
I see people use cat. Well, okay, sorry. Let me.
So there's a famous thing in programming.
I dated a systems administrator in 2011, and I saw they used cat quite a lot.
Yeah, so they were probably somewhat incorrect. There's a famous thing in programming called UUOC, which is called unnecessary use of cat, and it is the doctrine that 99.9% of the time that you use cat, there are better ways to do it without using cat.
Okay.
But we're gonna learn it anyway because it's easy, and sometimes a lot of people think with cat rather than thinking with redirection, and so it's kind of nice to show that. There aren't really any options that are worth talking about here though.
Oh.
You just pass positional arguments that are file names to it. Yeah, UUOC is usually pebcac. Problem exists between keyboard and chair.
Okay.
How do you output a file to a terminal without cat? Well, usually you don't need to do that. That is like the one thing that you would probably use it for. But you can actually, I think you can just do, let me see.
Hi, Matisse. Most people cat file grep. Yeah, I see a lot of cat file pipe stuff.
Yeah, we'll do that at some point.
Sorry.
But we don't have time for that today, unfortunately.
We don't. The only reason why I'm cutting it kind of early is because I promised Monsoon I'd watch ALGS, and they've already probably gotten a few games down already, so I want to catch the last 3 games.
That's fine. Yeah, but we will learn about piping and redirection next stream, and standard out and standard error and other stuff.
Okay. Does Tuesday work for you? Tuesday?
I have no life, so it doesn't fucking matter to me.
Well, you usually stream on Mondays, right?
Yeah.
And Wednesdays?
Monday, Saturday.
Oh, okay. Well, then let's do
Election day? I already voted.
I already voted too. Vote by mail.
Yo, I voted like a fucking month ago.
I voted 3 days ago.
Nice. How many proposals did you have to vote on?
Not many. There were like probably 3 statewide ones. There's a few that like keep coming up over and over again, and I just keep voting the same way over and over again.
Vote no.
Well, there's like a lot of weird stuff that I don't really give a shit about. Like there was.
Although didn't you yes on 22?
Was 22 the
Lyft and Uber
one? I don't remember what I picked actually. It's been long enough. I don't care.
Yeah.
What's funny is the way you voted doesn't matter. What matters is the outcome. Right?
That's also the libertarian
What?
methodology.
Am I slowly becoming a libertarian?
Doesn't fucking matter what you vote. It's, you know, what everyone else votes.
I mean,
why do I bother voting if the majority's going to pick the result?
That's not
God,
what
you know, who
I
cares?
mean, the point is like whether or not I voted for or against it doesn't change the outcome of the thing, right?
It certainly does.
So I mean, like personally, so I don't store that information in my brain.
Well, I mean, it would matter if you know,
so
if
this
Prop 22
had passed, which it didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think I may have said yes. But I think that's because it forced them to like provide like health insurance and stuff, right? Or something weird like that. There was some like side argument that was my camera.
I mean, it forced them to treat them like people rather than slave labor.
Yeah. Okay, I turned it on and off again. I wonder why it's happening. It's never happened before.
It might be overheating.
Oh, I do have an update for my camera hub that I've been ignoring for like a month. Could be that.
Perhaps, yeah.
The thing that I remember, there was like 3 like gambling ones. One was like, oh, allow California and tribal lands to have like horse race betting, and I was like, this has no impact on anything.
Yeah, literally.
I was like,
Send it.
like, who cares? And I said yes to that, and then I said no to allowing people to bet online because I feel like online age verification is like super sketchy and terrible. And also, I'm pretty sure there's almost no oversight to the programming that goes into like online poker software.
100%. That shit's predatory as fuck.
It's super. I'm like, I thought about it. I was like, even if there was oversight, do you really trust a bunch of like government officials to be able to read shitty code and understand whether or not like those games are balanced? No, I don't. So I said no to that. There was the very obvious, let's constitutionalize abortion rights. So I said yes to that.
Yeah, Michigan had that too.
And then I think that was like it.
Michigan had a voters' rights one, which I thought was really good too.
That's cool. But there wasn't a lot.
One was a local zoning thing that was like, whatever, who cares?
And I'm currently punishing the Republican Party for being terrible, so I just did party line voting for like everything else.
Yeah. The funny thing is, in Michigan, judges, due to the way that they've structured voting, judges are nonpartisan.
Mm-hmm.
But all of the judges actually run on a party platform.
So the judges for here were also all like nonpartisan, but also like it's not like you're picking between judges. You're like confirming an appointment, which is very confusing.
Ours we actually vote because there were enough candidates that you.
For California, there were like 7 judge appointments, and like literally, it's like you can say yes or no to each judge, and that's it. And there's no like, it's like, and then I like just read like 3 articles because I'd never seen this before. I don't know why. I guess it's probably just a bunch of court restructuring getting done now before the basic, change,
Yeah, a handful in Michigan run uncontested, so it is basically a confirmation. But yeah, some of them were just like, you vote for the person.
Me too, MMLVX. I'm a registered independent. Okay. I'm just starting to sound more and more libertarian every sentence that comes out of my mouth. And I used to actually really care about the nuance of candidates. I would read every single candidate statement and really weigh things. But basically, since Trump, I'm punishing the Republican Party for being terrible. It's like, you need to find real candidates that are adults and stop picking like crazy people. And once that happens, I'll start reading candidate statements and stop punishing the Republican Party for being terrible. But like basically since Trump, the entire Republican like plan has been like, let's just pick crazy people because people love crazy people. So it's like, I don't know, like show me reasonable candidates and I'll reconsider. But I haven't seen a reasonable candidate for a while.
There's one benefit to registering independent, which is that you can vote
in both primaries.
Primaries.
In California, that's true.
I don't think that's true here, though. I think you have to declare a party to vote in the primary.
I was in like that camp of people that unregistered. Oh my god, my camera. Unregistered Democrat because of I think it was like the Iowa caucus or something. It was some like terrible caucus where the way that primary nominations work in that state is you sit in a room and someone says like candidate A and then people go yay or nay. Yeah, and then or candidate B and people go yay or nay and then they are like
so
okay.
Stupid. That's so dumb.
And there's this like really dumb video that came out where it was like it was Bernie versus Hillary and like Bernie's was clearly significantly louder from like 5 different angles and they were like, okay, Hillary gets the nomination. And I was like, what? I was like, okay.
That's fucking
the Democrat Party needs to fix a lot of their shit too.
Show. Absolute clown show.
So I've been independent for a few years now, but since Trump I've been voting party lines. Just because it's just like we need to, I don't know, restabilize somehow, and I don't think voting Republican is going to restabilize our country.
Yeah. See, I researched all the candidates and then still ended up voting single party.
Yeah. I did that I want to say the past 3 or 4 elections. By the way, if you have time to fucking read through all the candidate statements, you absolutely should. Because there were so many crazy people. Like, the last time I really read through it was probably the last election, because it was like the big governor election. Or it was the governor recall. And I read through all of the governor's statements, and oh my god, there's like, there's just like some people's personal statements are just like crazy ramblings about like the devil being possessed, or the devil possessing other candidates, or like insane stuff about polluting our children. There was one governor who was running on this platform that we should legalize abortion, but then make the auctioning of babies legal. So that you could just, instead of getting an abortion, you could just have the baby and then sell your baby. And then when you went to his website,
think of all the money we could make selling babies.
His literal tagline, like under his name, it was like, here's my name. And the tagline under it said, it's not slavery, it's adoption by auction. Like, that was the most important sentence you need to know about this candidate. Is that they're not proposing slavery. I was like, okay. But there's a lot of crazy candidates out there. They just drop
like libertarian code words into their
apparently I have libertarian code words. I didn't even know. Actually, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Given your upbringing.
Given my upbringing, yeah. Yeah. It's hard to believe, but I'm from a very, very conservative family. Extremely hyper-conservative family. Which is true of basically all Asians, all boomer Asians with money. So you shouldn't be that surprised.
Yeah.
If you are a
wealthy, hyper-religious.
Yeah, if you're a wealthy boomer in general. If you're a wealthy boomer Asian or white person. Very true. Okay.
Anyway, we're super off topic.
Yeah, let's raid somebody. We're gonna follow up with another stream on Tuesday, everybody.
I don't know what we're gonna title it, because we only got through like 1/10 of the things.
We can just say continued if you want.
Sure, yeah.
Who are we raiding though?
We'll have to figure out your camera for next time too, because it's out again. Raid Shadow Legends, yeah. Find the Shadow Legends account and we'll raid them.
Who's Shadow Legends?
Are you serious?
What? Am I supposed to know who that is?
What rock do you live under?
What? Am I living under a rock?
Do you not know what Raid Shadow Legends is?
No. What is that?
What?
Hold on, I'm looking for some under a rock.
Oh my god. They're like the most predatory sponsorship video game company, just period.
Yeah. Chris is streaming. I'm streaming.
Yeah, you could rate him again.
Do we rate him last time?
I don't know.
I don't know any of these people.
I kind of hate rating because Twitch made tags useless.
Matisse's? Sure, I've actually never seen Matisse's stuff. I have no idea what he does.
I know exactly why they killed tags though. It's because moderating them sucked.
Yeah. Okay, we're just gonna raid Griffin. It's kind of, the category is kind of dead right now. It's kind of weird. Not a lot of viewers on a lot of streamers.
It's Sunday. That's kind
Yeah.
of normal for Sundays. Sunday morning though, that one's big. Sunday evening is terrible because oddly enough, like I don't have hard stats on this, but it's somewhere around like 70% of viewers in the software and game development category are not in the US.
You want to write up a syllabus with me and publish it so people know where to go, when to do stuff? Or is that too much work?
For what thing?
For this class that I'm taking.
Oh.
It'd be neat.
Oh.
Okay, if you want to follow me on Twitter, everybody, follow me on Twitter. If you want to join my Discord, join my Discord. If you want to follow Anthony, please do. Anthony writes.
Oh no, is it going to talk about the...
Oh, I don't think I can shout out while rating.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I?
well. Just use old shoutout. I don't even like the new shoutout.
Oh, I can. Okay. Thanks everyone for hanging out. It was a small stream, short stream. I'll hang out with all of you soon. Thanks for hanging out. I love
Bye,
you
chat.
all. Bye. Say hi to Chris for me. Bye.